The rain poured down like it had a grudge that night. Samantha gripped the steering wheel, her knuckles pale. Her old sedan coughed its final breath right in the middle of a deserted highway. The dashboard lights flickered, then died. "Not now, please not now," she muttered, glancing at the back seat. Her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, was fast asleep, clutching her worn-out teddy bear. Samantha had just gotten off a long shift at the diner, double hours, double exhaustion, and now, stranded in the rain with no money for a tow truck, she felt the weight of the world pressing on her chest. She wrapped her coat tighter and stepped out into the storm, trying to flag someone down. One car sped past, then another. No one stopped. Until headlights slowed behind her. A sleek black SUV pulled over. For a second, Samantha froze. A man in a suit, tall, confident, the kind of person who didn't belong in places like this, stepped out holding an umbrella. "You need help?" His voice was calm, steady. She nodded hesitantly. "My car, it just died. I can't afford a tow." "Pop the hood," he interrupted gently, smiling. "Let's take a look." She blinked. "You? You're wearing a suit. You don't have to." He chuckled. "Believe it or not, I used to fix cars before I wore these." For the next 20 minutes, the man, who introduced himself as James, worked in the downpour, sleeves rolled up, shoes soaked, hands black with grease. With a few quick adjustments and a jump from his car battery, the old sedan roared back to life. Samantha stood there speechless, drenched but deeply moved. "I don't know how to thank you," she said softly. He shook his head. "Just drive safe. That's thanks enough." And before she could ask for his last name or even properly thank him again, he was gone, taillights disappearing into the rain. A week later, Samantha walked nervously into a gleaming glass building downtown. She had applied for a secretary position at Hawthorne Automotive, one of the biggest car manufacturing firms in the city. The interview was her one shot at stability. Holding Lily's hand, she whispered, "Remember, sweetheart, just sit quietly while mommy talks, okay?" They stepped into the grand lobby, marble floors, gold accents, people in polished suits. Samantha felt out of place in her thrift store blazer, but she straightened her shoulders and approached the receptionist. "Appointment for Samantha Wells," she said. "Of course, ma'am. Please have a seat. Mr. Hawthorne will see you shortly." Samantha froze. "Mr. Hawthorne? The CEO himself?" Before she could even process it, the door to the executive office opened. And there he was. James. The man who'd fixed her car in the rain. Lily gasped, tugging her mom's hand. "Mommy. That's the man who fixed our car." The room fell silent. Heads turned. Samantha's face flushed crimson. James blinked in surprise, and then, a slow smile spread across his face. "Well," he said, walking toward them, "I didn't expect to see my favorite mechanic again." The receptionist's jaw dropped. "Sir, you know her?" "Oh yes," he said warmly. "She's the kind of person we need around here, the kind who doesn't give up, no matter what breaks down." Tears welled in Samantha's eyes. You're the Mr. Hawthorne?" He nodded. "James Hawthorne. CEO. But last week, I was just a guy on a rainy road." That day, Samantha didn't just get the job, she got a chance to rebuild her life. James later told his staff, "We build cars that help people move forward. It's only right we hire people who never stop moving themselves." Months later, Samantha became one of the company's most trusted assistants, and Lily would often wave at the CEO whenever she visited. Every time she did, James would grin and say, "Hey, there's my little reminder that sometimes the smallest acts of kindness lead to the biggest changes." Moral: kindness doesn't need an audience or a title. Sometimes, the simplest good deed, fixing a stranger's car on a rainy night, can change not one, but two lives forever.